blow. Are you ready to blow the roof off this thing? So, in 2019, I had a stroke. But, luckily, the side effects for me were minimal. Have we got any strokes in tonight? Any stroke in? No, just me? All right. Well, when you do the strokey cokey, you put your left foot in, your left foot out, you lose full motor control and go to hospital for 3 months. Everybody, whoa, okay. But seriously, it was a time where I lost my ability to walk, talk, and at some points I could only move my eyebrows. And it's true what they say, that when you are having a stroke, you smell burnt toast. And it's the weirdest thing. But I don't think it's weird. I think it's your body's way of letting you know that you're absolutely cooked. But in hard times, there are also good times. You gotta find the positives. And for me, the positives were all around breakfast. So we had these two lads. They had this like Harry Potter trolley, and they'd come into the ward. I call them the breakfast boys. Oh, here they are, breakfast boys back again. late. But they would they'd come and they'd give out tea, coffee, like hard-boiled eggs, like cereal, that sort of stuff. And they'd also have a chat with you. They'd be like, "Hey, how are you?" And I'd be like, because I was, so strokey at the time. But this one time they came in and they sort of went down that way and they started doing the rounds, giving out stuff. And I looked over to Sharon, who was another patient in the ward, who I was on eyebrow-raising terms with. What? Anyway, but one day, I looked at Sharon, she looked terrified. The eyebrows were raised. And I couldn't work out why. So I looked at Gary next to her, and he looked like he'd seen a ghost. And then Dave next to him. I was like, what's happening? And then it started again. I was having another stroke. That familiar smell of burnt toast. But it's all happening to us all at the same time. What are we having? Like a group stroke? Or like are we in the trust tree? And then I heard a sound which I'll never forget. It chills me to my bones still. It was the unoiled squeak of the trolley. The breakfast boys had got a toaster. Of all places to make toast. And these boys were serious. They were doing their hits. They were doing your Hovises, your Kingsmill 50/50s. Your bit of Gale's sourdough that, the one member of your family who shouldn't have really come bought anyway. And then they're just giving out, chucking them out to patients, none of them able to catch them. It was so traumatizing. My mum wrote a letter. And my mum's so direct, she's so great. She wrote a letter, "To whom it may concern. No more toast, please." Bang. 9 words, toaster unplugged. Sourdough starter, I'll stop you right there. And that sort of made me realise that my parents are different people. And they are one's kind of useful and one's not so useful in a crisis. So I had this moment where a doctor was pointing out how much of my brain is brain dead on a TV. As you can tell from this set, it's quite significant. But my mum was there, like, sort of rubbing my hand, telling me it was all going to be okay. And my dad, who has a bit of a sort of laissez-faire approach to things, was down the other end of the bed, mashing up a hard-boiled egg onto a burnt piece of toast that he'd got off the Breakfast Boys because it was going to waste. They say there's no such thing as a free lunch. Well, luckily, my dad's kink is NHS free breakfast. Thank you. Thank you.